Good evening and welcome back inside the softball stadium on the campus of Grand Canyon University. Jack O'Hara here with you alongside Darby Catafamo. Second game of a doubleheader here for the Lopes as they host the Iowa State Cyclones. A tough loss here earlier today this afternoon against the Coyotes, a final score of 4-1. Let's take a look at how the Lopes are going to be able to compete here tonight with Iowa State with tonight's Sanderson Ford keys to the game.
One key to the game is to move runners on base. The Lopes did not execute that well as they left 8 runners on base. The second key of the game would be to bounce back from that tough loss 4-1. Durman striked out 5 Lopes during the game against South Dakota. Dietrich went 2 for 3 with 1 RBI, the only run in the game.
Jesse Morrison on the mound. You could say it wasn't a bad performance yesterday afternoon, but that would be an understatement. 7 innings of work. Complete game shutout for Jesse. 7 innings, 5 hits, no runs allowed. Only struck out 1 through 78 total pitches. Comes into this start with 2 wins, 2 losses on the season as she faces off against this Cyclones offense. As Sammy Williams set to dig in here. Williams, the California native, looking to get things going for the Cyclones. Picked up 3 hits yesterday against Northern Colorado.
Once again, pitching for GCU, number 33, Jesse Morrison.
Hitting .314 on the season.
Number 7, Sammy Williams.
3 home runs, 11 runs batted in. So it looks like Morrison is ready. Williams is ready. Let's do it again here in Phoenix. First pitch off speed in there for a called strike, and we are underway.
Like Jack mentioned, Jesse Morrison had a great outing last night. 7 innings pitched. She shut down South Dakota's bats, with making the batters fly out 9 times and ground out 10 times.
So it'll be an 0-1 from Morrison. Williams lays down a perfect bunt down the first base line, handled there by Torville. So 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the first. And that will bring up Hannah Carter. The left-handed hitter hitting .292. The junior for Iowa State coming into this at-bat with just 3 RBIs on the season. Lopes again looking to bounce back after a tough 4-1 defeat earlier on today, leaving 8 runners on base. Lopes had a golden opportunity to tie up the ball game in the bottom of the 5th. At the time it was a 2-1 Coyotes lead. Unable to come across with the bases loaded in the 5th. Had runners on 1st and 2nd in the 6th. Unable to pull away as well. As that pitch is lined softly right to Shea Smith. She puts it away. And just like that, 2 up, 2 down for Morrison. Looking for an easy 1-2-3 frame to kick this thing off in Phoenix. As Taylor Nearad will dig in, the senior hitting .289, 1 home run, 6 runs batted in. Comes in to this at-bat with 5 extra base hits. First pitch, clips the outside corner for a called strike, 0-1.
Unlike the other opponents the Lopes are facing in this tournament, this is the first time the Lopes have faced against Iowa State.
No 1 pitch misses, count 1-1. So Morrison picking up right where she left off here. 2 quick outs in the first inning after her 7-inning shutout yesterday against South Dakota. So the Lopes going 1-1 against South Dakota this weekend here in Phoenix. 1-1 pitch, ripped to second. Torville has it, throws to first for the final out of the inning. So an easy 1-2-3 inning for Morrison. We will head to the bottom of the first. It's a Cyclones nothing, and the Lopes coming to bat. Get the best gear to show off your Lope pride. Go to lopeshop.gcu.edu to find everything GCU, from the newest apparel to the coolest accessories. Use promo code GCUTV25 to get 25% off for being a GCU TV viewer. Let's paint the valley purple. Lopes up. So an easy top of the first inning for Jesse Morrison. An easy 1-2-3 inning. Again, only 5 hits allowed, no runs allowed, and a 7-inning complete game shutout yesterday against South Dakota. So we'll see if the Lopes can get on the board quickly. Savannah Sanders, the right-hander, getting the start for Iowa State, coming in on the season at 1-2. 27 total innings pitched, has allowed 20 hits, 9 earned runs, 8 walks, has picked up 17 strikeouts, has only allowed 6 extra base hits, 3 of them coming in the form of a home run. So the Lopes unable to come away with the big hit in the first game earlier today. Bats looking to break out here right now.
Once again pitching for Iowa State, number 22, Savannah Sanders. Leading off for GCU, the right fielder, number 24.
So Gianna Nicoletti will lead off here for the Lopes. Average down to 244.
Nicoletti going 0 for 3 against South Dakota earlier today.
Pitch in there for a called strike on the outside corner count on. It will be Nicoletti, Bishop, and Smith. Lineup, the exact same as it was earlier today. No changes for Coach Pearson. Pitch slapped, left field, going to drop foul. So the count 1-2 now on Nicoletti. Went hitless in the game earlier today against Durham, who was outstanding for the Coyotes, going all 7 innings, only allowing 1 run on 6 hits. But again, the Lopes unable to come away with the big hit, leaving 8 runners on. 5 runners in scoring position. 1-2 pitch to Nicoletti on the outside corner, just misses, so the count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nicoletti coming into this at-bat with just 2 RBIs on the spring. Two-two pitch, slap to third. Handled there by the third baseman for the 5-3 putout. So quickly 1 away here in the bottom half of the first as Lily Bishop will now dig in. Bishop picked up a hit in the first game, going 1 for 3. Average at .353, 1 home run, 6 RBIs. As she takes a first pitch strike count 0-1.
Bishop turning a single into a double on an air in the first game.
That pitch pops straight back and out of play, so Bishop quickly behind in the count 0-2. Savannah Sanders coming right out of the gate with strikes here against these Lopes hitters. Sanders, the Tennessee native, gets Bishop to chop 1 to short. Easy play there as she throws across the diamond. Shortstop Sammy Williams with the 6-3 putout. So 2 up, 2 down here for Sanders. She'll now do battle with Shea Smith, who picked up a hit earlier today against the Coyotes. Looking to become the first base runner of this ball game.
Shea getting a 2-out double and a walk during the first game against South Dakota.
So she'll ground out softly to end bottom half of the first inning. So 1-2-3 inning on both sides of the softball here in the first inning. Let's go to the top half of the second inning. It's a scoreless game between the Cyclones and the Lopes here on GCU TV.
About time you watched it.
Getting ready to trade it in. What are you doing?
Just a little shopping. Wait, a new truck? Don't you think I should be involved?
Of course. We'll head over to Sanderson Ford as soon as I'm done.
I don't have time today. Hope we're going with 4 doors this time.
Ooh, of course. I know exactly what I want. We want. A lightning blue Ford F-150 Super Crew with EcoBoost.
All done.
Shop from home, buy from home, we deliver. From the dealer you can trust, Sanderson Ford.
Feel the thunder in the heart of Phoenix. GCULopes.com.
Back here on GCU TV. Still without a base runner in this one as we enter the top half of the second inning. Jesse Morrison with a solid 1-2-3 inning against the Cyclones in the first. Savannah Sanders with an easy 1-2-3 inning against the Lopes offense in the bottom half. So the 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up for Iowa State, as the senior Sally Wilpert will dig in. Sally hitting .317, 1 home run, 6 RBIs. Coming into this one with a slugging percentage of .415. As the first pitch from Morrison, cut on and missed, strike 1, 0-1.
Morrison off to a good start against Sally, getting ahead of her.
A 1 offering from Morrison. On the outside corner for a called strike count, 0-2. So far, so good for Jesse Morrison, picking up right where she left off yesterday afternoon, showing no signs of slowing down thus far as the 0-2 pitch misses outside. Count moves to 1-2. Pitch ripped into center field, going back is Kay. She has got a beat on it, and she'll put it away for the first out. So quickly 1 away here in the top half of the second. And that will bring up the senior Sydney Stites. Stites hitting .224, 2 home runs, 3 runs batted in. First pitch clips the inside corner for a called strike, 0-1. So as I mentioned earlier, Jesse Morrison coming into this one with a 2-2 overall record. 1.33 ERA. Her 8th appearance on the season. So that one's left outside, evening up the count at 1-1. 27 total innings pitched. He's given up 25 hits, only 5 earned runs, with 6 strikeouts. Pitch clips the outside corner, and she's quickly ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kirsten Cowdle on deck for Iowa State, still looking for our first base runner in this ball game. Morrison kicks and delivers the 1-2 pitch. Misses outside, count evens up at 2-2. Stites squares to bunt, pulls back, 2-2 pitch, chops softly on the ground to third, rolls foul. Pitch chopped, snagged there by Morrison, throws to first. And there are two-way here in the second. Nice play there from Jesse Morrison. So 5 up, 5 down for Morrison thus far. 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the second. And that'll bring up the the right fielder, Kirsten Cowdle. Senior hitting .243. Coming into this game with just 1 home run with 5 ribbies. Swings through that fastball, count quickly 0-1.
Like you mentioned, Morrison continuing where she left off last night, getting 2 quick outs and ahead of this batter as well.
Cut on and miss for strike 2. So Cowdle chasing 2 fastballs on the outside part of the plate. Looks to choke up here on 0-2. Morrison looking for her second consecutive 1-2-3 inning to start this ball game out. 0-2 delivery. Cut on, fouled straight back. Cowdle able to stay alive. Kaylee Ballsworth on deck, looking to get in that bat here in the second inning. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for the Lopes in the bottom half. Taylor Olson set to lead things off for the Lopes. Picked up 2 hits against the Coyotes earlier today. As Morrison delivers the 0-2 again. Fastball just misses outside and the count moves to 1-2. Morrison gets a sign from Dietrich. It'll be a 1-2. Blooped softly to Smith. She puts it away for the final out of the frame. So 6 up, 6 down for Jessie Morrison. Let's go to the bottom half of the second inning. It's still scoreless between the Cyclones and the Lopes here on GCU TV.
Welcome to the big leagues. The Grand Canyon Beverage Company has just launched a 16-ounce can of their popular energy drink Stampede. Keep up with the herd and head to GCBC to get yours.
So Jessie Morrison, like I said, entering this ballgame with a 1.33 ERA, showing no signs of slowing down. I had to catch myself there. 6 up, 6 down so far in this one. 7 shutout innings yesterday against the Coyotes. Looks like we're in for a pitching duel here tonight in Phoenix. Savannah Sanders with a 1-2-3 frame in the bottom of the first. Will battle Taylor Olson, Sierra Smith, and Savannah Torville here in the bottom of the second.
Olson being able to grab a double in the second inning against South Dakota.
Taylor with 2 hits would come up with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th in a 2-1 game against South Dakota. Would fly out to right field.
Number 8, Taylor Olson.
Go 2 for 4 on the afternoon. We'll see what she does here tonight against the Cyclones. Again, no changes in Coach Pearson's lineup. First pitch, skied foul and out of play. Count 0-1. Olson coming into the at-bat, hitting .323, just 3 RBIs. Just missed connecting for a first home run of the season in the first game today. As the 0-1 pitch is ripped into left field, and the play is going to be made out there by the left fielder Carter, and there's quickly 1 away. So Olson tagged that one to deep left. Hannah Carter running it down for the first out. So still no base runners or hits in this ball game. And Sierra Smith will dig in. Smith swings at the first pitch, fouls it straight back, count 0-1. Sierra hitting .333 coming into the at-bat, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. Hitless in the first game. Again, Lopes 2-1 this weekend, looking for their third victory. Iowa State coming into this one with an overall record of 8-7. Lopes 9-8. Sanders entering this ball game with a 2.33 ERA, looking to pick up her second victory. Smith chops that one to third. Going to be a tough play, and it's not going to be made. An infield single for Sierra Smith. First base runner, first hit for the Lopes. Runner on first with one out, and Savannah Torville will dig in.
The second baseman, number 26, Savannah Torville.
Torville hitting .306. Leading the Lopes this season with 3 long balls. And picked one up last night. Lays off that first pitch for a called strike, 0-1. This is Savannah Sanders' 6th appearance on the season, has 3 complete games thus far. 27 innings pitched, has allowed 20 hits, 9 earned runs. The 0-1 offering to Torville, laced in the air to right center field, running it down is a center fielder Nearad for the second out of the inning. So Savannah Sanders, an out away from getting out of it here in the bottom of the second.
The catcher, number 5, Kaylee Dietrich.
And Kaylee Dietrich will dig in, picked up the only run for the Lopes earlier today with an RBI single in the bottom of the second. Scored Taylor Olson from second base, swings at the first pitch off speed, count 0-1.
Dietrich going 2 for 3, like you mentioned, the only RBI the Lopes have found in the game against South Dakota.
Oh, 1 pitch way outside. Count evens up at a ball and a strike. Dietrich, the sophomore out of Gilbert, Arizona. Pops that one up in the infield. Should be an easy play for the third baseman. Shaben as it is, and that will do it here at the bottom of the second inning. So through 2 innings of play, we got a pitching duel on our hands between Sanders and Morrison. Let's go to the top of the third. Scoreless game here between the Lopes and the Cyclones right here on GCU TV.
One more member on our roster. Streets of New York is proud to announce Grand Canyon University to our winning team. We are now the official pizza of GCU. Go Lopes!
Find your purpose at GCU. Private, Christian, affordable, and nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu.
Back here on GCU TV. Scoreless game here as we enter the top half of the third. Jesse Morrison perfect through 2 with 2 1-2-3 innings. In the first and in the second, Savannah Sanders allowing 1 hit in her first 2 innings of work. Be the bottom third of the order for Iowa State. Ballsworth, Simpson, and Shaben. Ballsworth digs in, the senior. Looking to give Iowa State their first base runner. Chops that one foul. Count quickly 0-1.
Morrison in 2 innings pitched 22 pitches with 6 batters faced, no hits and no runs so far.
There will be an 0-1 offering. Off-speed pitch, sliced foul. Count quickly 0-2. Morrison quickly getting ahead of these hitters. The key to success here in this game. It's worked out kindly for Morrison over her past 2 outings. Again, looking to pick up her 3rd win here tonight. Lopes looking to split on the afternoon after picking up 2 wins here last night. 0-2 pitch, cut on and missed in the dirt. Throw down to first in time. So quickly 1 away from Morrison as she picks up her first strikeout. Has retired the first 7 Cyclones hitters. As the freshman Casey Simpson, second baseman, digs in, hitting .240 on the season, 4 RBIs. Just 6 hits and 25 at-bats. We'll see what she can do here against Morrison. First pitch, off-speed pitch, dropped in there for a called strike, 0-1.
Beautiful off-speed to get ahead of that.
A 1 pitch. That pitch clips Simpson as she'll take first base. So first base runner of the night for Iowa State. That pitch just clipping Simpson on the arm. Runner on first base, 1 out. And that'll bring up the junior, Logan Shaban, hitting .219, a homer and 3 ribbies. Pitch ripped to short. Smith boots it, and everybody's going to be safe. So what looked like a sure inning ending, 6-4-3 double play, does not take place. Smith unable to come away with that one. That puts runners on first and second with 1 out for the Cyclones. And that'll take them back to the top of the order as the junior Sammy Williams digs in.
Williams still hitless against Morrison.
Sammy grounding out sharply to first base in her last at-bat. Looks to move the runners over as she rips that one up the middle. Smith has it, steps on the bag for 1 on to first for the inning-ending twin-killing double play. So just like that, Yessie Morrison gets herself into and out of trouble. Shea Smith picks herself up with that double play. And we will head to the bottom half of the 3rd inning, still scoreless between Iowa State and the Lopes. From the Center of Worship Arts comes Canyon Worship 2018, a collection of songs written, recorded, and performed by GCU's Worship Arts students, available now on iTunes, Spotify, and Google Play. So we will go to the bottom of the 3rd in this one. Shea Smith, it seemed like she was going to make an easy 6-4-3 double play to end the inning after a hard-hit ground ball from Casey Simpson. Would commit an E6, quickly bounces back as Logan Shaban bounces one back to Smith, who completes the unassisted 6-6-3 double play to end the inning. So Yessie Morrison gets herself into and out of trouble after 2 consecutive 1-2-3 innings in the first and in the second. We'll see what Savannah Sanders has in store here against the bottom 3rd of the Lopes order, 8, 9, and 1. That'll be Dowdle, Kay, and Nicoletti.
Sanders, 2 innings of work, allowing 1 hit.
Leading off for GCU, the left fielder, number 4.
So Dowdle coming into this at-bat, hitting .256, a homer and 8 runs batted in. Lopes looking for a leadoff base runner. First pitch, clips the inside corner, count 0-1.
Dowdle finding her first hit of the night against South Dakota, a single at the bottom of the 5th inning.
Pitch in there for a called strike count. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Dowdle, looking to protect here. Cowdell looking to finish out her senior year strong. Coming into this at bat with a .385 slugging percentage as she bloops that one into right field. Going to be hauled in out there by the right fielder Cowdell. So 1 out here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. And that'll bring up Taylor Kay.
The center fielder.
Taylor Kay, the senior, hitting .293, 4 RBIs. Hitless here earlier tonight against South Dakota. Quick meeting on the mound here with Sanders. So it seems like we're ready to go here.
Number 20, Taylor Kay.
As Taylor Kay will dig in. 1 out, nobody on. Like I said, hitless earlier today against South Dakota. Looking to get things going here. First pitch, slapped, left side, out of play, count 0-1.
Kay found herself on base in the first game by getting hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning.
Kay not looking to do too much, to slap one the other way here. Simple approach as she slaps that one into shallow left field. Play going to be made out there by the shortstop, Sammy Williams. So quickly 2 away here in the bottom half of the 3rd. Savannah Sanders rolling through the first round of this Lopes order as she'll set to do battle here. Second go around here with Gianna Nicoletti stepping in. Nicoletti grounding out to 3rd back in the 1st. Takes a first pitch fastball up and away. Count 1-0. Nicoletti averaged down to .239, looking to get things going here. Looking to get Lily Bishop to the plate here in the bottom of the 3rd. Slaps that one in the hole. Shortstop play going to be unable to be made there by the shortstop Williams. So Nicoletti reaches. Runner on first, 2 outs. And Lily Bishop will dig in. So Nicoletti on for the first time here tonight. Bishop 0 for 1 in this one. Looking to put the Lopes on the board here in a big way. Again, a ball in the gap could potentially put the Lopes on the board. Nicoletti with great speed over there at first base. Bishop coming into this at bat with a .343 average. First pitch popped up down the right field line. Coming in to make the play is the right fielder Cowdell. A nice sliding play in foul territory, and that will do it here in the 3rd. Let's go to the top half of the 4th. It's Sanders versus Morrison as we head to the top of the 4th here on GCU TV.
You use the latest technology to treat patients, but your care and compassion is timeless. And as an RN, you delight in sharing it. But there's always room to grow. Advancing your career means helping more patients and providing even more care. Grand Canyon University's online programs in nursing make it convenient for you to become the expert every patient deserves. Healthcare has made significant advancements, and GCU teaches you how to prepare for the future. By applying that knowledge, you're able to stay up to date with the latest medical technologies. And since GCU's nursing programs are online, you can access your program from anywhere, so you're always there for those most important.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Back here on GCU TV, top half of the 4th inning. Iowa State still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Jessie Morrison has been dealing in this one. She enters this frame with 10 consecutive scoreless innings. Heart of the order due up for the Cyclones. First pitch outside. Hannah Carter 0 for 1 in this one. Popped up to short back in the first. Iowa State had something cooking in the top half of the third. Runners on first and second with 1 out before Shea Smith completed the 6-6-3 double play to end the inning. Pitch in there for a called strike, count 1-1. It'll be Carter, Nearad, and Wilpert here for Iowa State, looking to get on the scoreboard, looking to get on the hit column as well. It has been Sanders versus Morrison so far here in this one. Nothing but zeros thus far as that pitch is cut on and missed. Count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Morrison has been great with 3 innings of work and 1 strikeout. Like Jack said, still scoreless on the board for both teams.
Only 29 pitches for Yessie thus far. In firm control of the Cyclones as that pitch is slowly chopped on the left side. Smith handles it beautifully, throws across the diamond for the 5-3 putout. And there's quickly 1 away here in the 4th. So that will bring up the senior, Taylor Nearad. 0 for 1 in this one. Grounded out sharply to Torville back in the first. Average down to 283. First pitch, fastball misses outside, 1-0. Pitch. Skied softly in the air to center field. Taylor Kay able to run it down. So 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 4th. Morrison looking for her 3rd 1-2-3 inning in this ball game. And that'll bring up the senior Sally Wilpert. Wilpert flew out softly to center field back in the 2nd inning. As she rips that one up the middle, gonna get through for a base hit. So the no-hit bid is over for Morrison as Wilpert finds the hole for the first Iowa State hit of the ball game. So with Wilpert on first, that'll bring up Sydney Stites. Senior grounded out softly to first in her last at-bat. Iowa State looking to get something going here as that pitch is in there for a called strike, count 0-1. For the first base hit against Morrison. Wilpert's average up to 326 with that single. Pitch ripped up the middle, right at Morrison. Easily handles that one for the final out of the inning. So let's go to the bottom half of the 4th. 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up for the Lopes. Shea Smith, Taylor Olson, and Sierra Smith as the Lopes look to get on the scoreboard as we will continue on here as we enter the bottom half of the 4th.
If you're visiting campus this spring, why not stay at Gcu Hotel, featuring comfortable rooms, a resort-styled pool, and the Canyon 49 Grill. It's a perfect place to stay when coming to GCU. Book a room today at gcuhotel.com.
So Shea Smith will lead things off against Savannah Sanders. Sanders, 3 innings so far tonight, has only allowed 1 hit, no runs, has only thrown 27 pitches. So 1 hit on each side, 1 error on each side as well. Lopes have only left 2 runners on base. Iowa State have only left 2 runners on base. So we'll see if Sanders can match Morrison's top half of the 4th inning. Again, coming into this one with a 1-2 record. Looking for her 2nd win of the year. Yessie looking for her 3rd win of the season. Her 2nd in consecutive days. Now has 11 consecutive scoreless innings. So it will be Smith, Olson, and Smith as the Lopes look to get on the scoreboard first. This game rolling along so far.
Leading off for GCU, shortstop, Shea Smith.
Smith grounded out to first in the first inning. Average at .436. And she lays off that fastball, count 1-0.
Shea looking for her second hit of the night. One coming against South Dakota and still hitless here against Iowa State.
That pitch ripped up the middle and into center field for a leadoff single. So Shea Smith now 1 for 2 in this one. Lopes in business, runner on first, nobody out. And Taylor Olson will dig in. Like I mentioned earlier, Olson 2 hits against South Dakota.
Olson.
Flew out to left in her first at-bat. Hannah Carter able to run it down back in the second inning. As she bunts beautifully down the third base line. Will be gunned out at first base. Moving to second is Smith. So runner in scoring position for the first time tonight for the Lopes. 1 out, runner on second, and Sierra Smith will dig in as she looks to drive in her sister from second base. Sierra Smith average up to .345 with her base hit back in the second inning. Would be stranded at first base as she fouls that one straight back, count 0-1.
Also did a great job getting that sacrifice bunt down to get Shea over to second for her sister Sierra to come up.
Sierra looking for her 9th run batted in of the season right here. Comes into the at-bat with 2 home runs. The 0-1 offering. Skied in the air, left side, going to get out of play and into the stands. So the count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. So like she's done all night long, Savannah Sanders able to get ahead of these Lopes hitters, looking to put away Sierra Smith right here with a runner in scoring position. Savannah Torville waiting on deck. 0 for 1 so far here tonight against Savannah Sanders. Lopes looking to break out. Have struggled all day long as that pitch is fouled straight back. Count remains 0-2. Again, leaving 8 runners on base against South Dakota earlier today. 1 run on 6 hits. So far have 2 hits here tonight. Pair of singles, both coming off the bat of the Smith sisters as that ball is chopped off the glove of Sanders and everybody's going to be safe. So Sierra Smith is going to pick up her second base hit of the night against Sanders as Sanders is unable to field that one cleanly off the end of her glove, putting runners on the corners with 1 out and a golden opportunity for the Lopes to get on the scoreboard here in the 4th. So with Shea Smith on third, Sierra Smith on first, Savannah Torville at the plate. We'll get a conference on the mound with the pitching coach as he looks to calm down Savannah Sanders. First real test for Sanders in this one, has been cruising along through the first 3 innings. Finding some trouble here in the 4th, has now allowed 3 hits. Lopes looking to cash in. Torville coming into this at-bat with 7 RBIs. .551 slugging percentage. Flew out to center back in the second inning. Would not be shocked to see Sierra Smith take off from first to eliminate the double play scenario.
The second baseman, number 26, Savannah.
And like I mentioned earlier, Savannah Torville entering tonight's game, leading the Lopes with 3 home runs on the spring. First pitch from Sanders. Torville bunts. Throw down to second is cut off. So Smith takes second, eliminating the double play factor. So runners on second and third now with one out. The infield will play in, not wanting to give up the run.
Torville still hitless, but a perfect opportunity with the speed of the Smith sisters. Base hit could score 2 runs for the Lopes in this inning.
And the 0-1 offering in the dirt, blocked there. Count evens up at 1-1. Again, Iowa State's infield playing in, not knowing whether or not if Jesse Morrison's going to slow down at all. 4 shutout innings of brilliant softball thus far. As a 1-1 pitch is in there for a called strike. Count moves to 1-2. Sanders getting the call there from the home plate umpire as she looks to put away Torville here, looking for a big punch out here. Kaylee Dietrich waiting on deck. One-two offering. Pitch lofted out there, left field. Play is going to be run down there by the shortstop, Williams. So the Lopes unable to cash in there as Torville will head back to the dugout after the pop-up to short. And that'll bring up the catcher, Kaylee Dietrich. So runners on second and third, 2 outs now. Lopes looking to avoid leaving runners in scoring position. Sanders looking to keep this game scoreless. First pitch in there for a strike. Dietrich popped up to third back in the second. 0 for 1 against Sanders. Hitting .205 on the season. Runners lead off the pitch, ripped down the third baseline and foul. The count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes.
With the Lopes leaving 8 runners on base against South Dakota, they have to capitalize on the opportunities they're given this game against Iowa State early.
Sanders at 38 pitches. Again, has only allowed 3 hits, 2 to Sierra Smith, 1 to Shea Smith. They lead off second and third, 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Blocked there by Bosworth as the count moves to 1-2. First base is open. Left fielder Maddie Dowdle waiting on deck. Dietrich does have 10 RBIs on the season, looking for 11 and 12 right here. 1-2 offering from Sanders. Pitch ripped in the air to right field. But right there putting it away is the right fielder Cowdle for the final out of the frame. So the Lopes leave 2 runners in scoring position. Let's go to the top half of the 5th inning. It's Iowa State nothing, Grand Canyon nothing. You're watching GCU softball right here on GCU TV.
When my hot water heater failed, she was pregnant, in-laws were coming, a little bit of water, it rocked our world.
I had no idea the amount of damage that water could do.
We called USAA, and they greeted me as they always do. Sergeant Baker, how are you? They were on it. It was unbelievable. Having insurance is something everyone needs, but having USAA, that's a privilege. We're the Bakers, and we're USAA members for life.
USAA. Get your insurance quote today.
Do you want to be on Ask GCU? Twitter raffle.
Twitter raffle.
Tweet us your questions, and the person with the best question is going to get featured on the next episode with the crew.
My dudes.
What are you doing?
People don't like us very much, it seems.
Tweet hashtag AskGCU to get your question featured.
Back here on GCU TV, top half of the 5th inning. We are cruising here in this one. Second game of a doubleheader here in Phoenix. Yessie Morrison cruising along. Couldn't ask for a better start from Yessie. 4 innings of 1-hit softball. Again, getting ahead of myself there. Yessie Morrison looking to do more of the same here in the top half of the 5th inning. First pitch outside for a ball, 1-0 on Kirsten Cowdle. 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Cyclones. Cowdle popped up to third. back in the top half of the second inning. Cyclones only getting one runner in scoring position thus far. Came in the top half of the third. Count quickly 2-0. First time Morrison has fallen behind here tonight. Has done an excellent job getting ahead of these Cyclones hitters. Cowell swings through that fastball. Count moves to 2-1. And Morrison, with the win last night against South Dakota, 7 shutout innings, only allowing 5 hits, has only allowed 1 hit through 4 innings of work thus far here tonight. It'll be a 2-1 offering. Cowell, soft ground ball to second. Torville has it, throws on to Olson for the 4-3 putout. 1 up, 1 down. 5 straight retired now for Morrison. As Bosworth will dig in, 0 for 1 comes into this at bat, hitting .257. Bosworth struck out swinging against Morrison in her last plate appearance. Only strikeout for Morrison thus far. So that pitch misses low, count 1-0. It'll be interesting to see as we enter the later stages in this ball game who will break first, Morrison or Sanders. Neither giving an inch thus far here tonight. 1-0 pitch. In there for a called strike, count evens at 1-1. Pitch ripped in the left field. Dowdle coming in, diving, and making the play. Maddie Dowdle with an excellent diving catch out there in left field as there are quickly 2 away here in the 5th. So Yessie Morrison's defense behind her. Maddie Dowdle making a gold glove type catch out there in left field. So 2 away now, nobody on. And the second baseman, Casey Simpson, will dig in. Was hit by a pitch back in the third, was the first base runner for Iowa State. Would be left stranded on second base after the inning-ending double play in the third.
Morrison looking confident out there, but that play by Maddie had to give her a little more of a confidence boost, knowing she has that defense in a tight 0-0 ball game in the 5th inning.
1-0 pitch, chop foul, count 1-1. Simpson hitting .240 coming into this at bat. On base percentage at .345, slugging .240. Looking to get those stats up here. First weekend of March. One pitch. Chopped foul. Right in front of the plate. Count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Morrison only at 45 pitches in this one. She could go all night if she wanted to. One-two pitch. In the dirt, count moves to 2-2. Gets a sign from Dietrich. It'll be a 2-2 from Morrison to Simpson. And the pitch, chopped foul, third base side. Simpson staying alive here, trying to get that pitch count up. Absolutely nobody warming up in the Lopes bullpen. Again, the 2-2 pitch from Morrison. Off speed, ripped to third, past the glove of Sierra Smith. Trickles into left field. Dowdle will throw it in. Base hit for Simpson. Runner on first. third base runner now for Iowa State. Now Smith is unable to come away with that one. So that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, the junior. Shaban will dig in. 0 for 1 in this one, average down to 212. Iowa State looking to get something going here. First pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1.
The runner on first, 2 outs. Morrison just needs to stay calm and attack this hitter and get out of here.
0-1 pitch, ripped to short. Shea Smith has it, throws across for the final out of the inning. So an easy 6-3 put out for Shea Smith there. Morrison continues to dominate the Cyclones. Let's go to the bottom half of the 5th. No score here in Phoenix. Catch the latest series from GCU TV, Living as Lopes, Finding Your Purpose. Living as Lopes follows a group of GCU students as they navigate their way through college life and all that it holds, with a fun few twists along the way. Watch new episodes every week on youtube.com/GCU. So we've got a pitching duel, to say the least, here in Phoenix on this Saturday night. Savannah Sanders back on the circle here in the bottom half of the 5th, looking to duplicate what Yessie Morrison has been able to do through 5 innings of work, only allowing 2 hits thus far through 5 innings, doing even better than she did yesterday against South Dakota. She threw 7 shutout innings yesterday, so that's pretty good.
Sanders and Morrison both don't look like they're gonna give up anytime soon. Sanders only giving up 3 hits in 4 innings pitched, no strikeouts so far.
So 8, 9, and 1 for the Lopes, as Maddie Dowdle will look to get things going. 0 for 1, average down to 250, flew out to right in her last at-bat, fairly deep fly ball. As Sanders delivers the first pitch, fouled straight back, Dowdle right on that one, looking fastball all the way there. Dowdle with 1 home run on the season. This game may come down to just 1 home run, 1 swing of the bat, as that pitch is fouled straight back, count 0-2.
Maddie having a slugging percentage of .385 with 8 RBIs on the season.
.02 pitch just misses outside. Sanders unable to get the call there. Count moves to 1-2. And just like Yessie Morrison, Savannah Sanders' pitch count very low in this one. Only 42 pitches thrown through the first 4 innings. 1-2 offering. Fouled straight back. Dowdle right on these fastballs from Sanders. Unable to barrel it up thus far. We'll see if Sanderson goes with something off-speed pitch here on 1-2, trying to get Dowdle to chase. Taylor Kay waiting on deck, 0 for 1 today against Sanders. Nicoletti in the hole, 0 for 2, average down to 234. Lopes only with 1 runner in scoring position against Sanders so far here tonight. That pitch misses outside. Count evens up at 2-2. Looking ahead to the top of the 6th inning, it'll be the top of the order for the Cyclones. Again, unable to get anything going so far against Yessie Morrison, who's been absolutely lights out as Dowdle fouls that one straight back yet again. Count remains 2-2. So Dowdle putting up a good fight here against Savannah Sanders. Sanders' ERA down to 2.03 tonight with her performance. Two-2 offering to Dowdle. Off-speed pitch ripped in the air to left field. On the track, at the wall. Sayonara. Maddie Dowdle with one swing of the bat brings life here in the GCU softball stadium with a solo home run, her second home run of the season, and just like that, it is 1-0 Lopes here in the 5th. It was only a matter of time before Dowdle barreled one up there. An excellent approach against Savannah Sanders in that at-bat, fouling back 4 straight fastballs, able to connect on that off-speed pitch, depositing it into the left field net over the left field wall, and it is 1-0 Lopes. So just like that, Savannah Sanders having to regroup here. And the way Yessie Morrison has thrown the ball here tonight, Lopes looking good so far here through the first 4.5 innings.
Maddie following up what she did last night against Utah with a 3-run blast. Hitting this solo home run can be the difference of this game.
Definitely a big blow in this game for the Cyclones. An absolutely marvelous pitching duel between Sanders and Morrison. Sanders giving up the big blow right here, right now to Maddie Dowdle. Her second home run of the season, now has 9 runs batted in on the spring. We'll see if the Lopes can capitalize. Again, a leadoff home run for Dowdle. 1-1 pitch coming to Taylor Kay. She laces that one foul. Count moves to 1-2. Kay popped up to short in her last at-bat, leaving a runner on third base. Hitting .286. Lopes now with 4 hits against Sanders. Iowa State with just 2 hits against Morrison thus far, as that one is lofted foul on the left side. The count remains 1-2. Taylor Kay, like I mentioned before, just with a simple approach, trying to slap it the other way. Just trying to get on base. Has great speed once she can get on base. She looks to protect here on 1-2. Take a fastball on the outside corner. She'll take a seat. For one away now here for Savannah Sanders. And that will bring up the top of the order for the Lopes. Gianna Nicoletti 0 for 2 in this one. Like I said, the freshman unsuccessful so far here tonight against the right-hander. Grounded sharply to third back in the first before reaching on an E6 back in the third. First pitch swing, right back to short. Easy 6-3 put out there. So 2 away now here in the 5th. And that'll bring up Lily Bishop.
The designated player, number 27.
So an easy put out for Sammy Williams there as Lily Bishop digs in. Bishop 0 for 2, grounded sharply to short in the first. Flew out to right back in the third. Takes a fastball in, count 1-0. So we'll see if Yessie Morrison can protect this 1-0 lead. Has been dominant through the first 5 frames. Again, pitch count very low. Would not be shocked if Coach Pearson went with her for all 7 innings like she did last night. Again, just 24 hours rest. Yessie Morrison en route to completing her second complete game in a 24-hour span. That pitch slowly chopped to short. And the ball is airmailed by the Iowa State dugout and out of play. So Lily Bishop will reach another E6 committed by Sammy Williams, as that one just got away from her. Looked like an easy put out. Ball sails onto the net as we will get a quick meeting on the mound here. Pinch runner for Lily Bishop is going to be number 29, Caitlin Acton.
29-27.
Second appearance today for Acton. Pinch ran in the first game.
Pinch runner for GCU at first base, number 29, Acton.
So Shea Smith will get a chance to hit here in the bottom half of the 5th.
Number 6, Shea Smith.
Savannah Sanders just looking to get out of dodge here. Has already allowed 1 run here in the inning. As that pitch is ripped in the left center field, that ball's going to drop in there for a base hit. So Acton moves from first to second. Another hit for Sierra Smith, her second of the night. And the Lopes have another opportunity to add on to their lead. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. So Taylor Olson will now dig in.
The Lopes can capitalize on having runners on base, put more runs on the board, and give Morrison a cushion coming into the top of the 6th.
First pitch fouled straight back, count 0-1. Olson 0 for 1 in this one, flew out sharply to left back in the second inning. Lay down a sac bunt, moving the runner into scoring position back in the 4th. Looks to drive in a run from second as Acton takes her lead off of second. Great speed. Single probably scores a run here as Olson fouls that one off, and the count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. So Acton leads off of second. Shea Smith leads off of first. 0-2 pitch here to Olson. Pitch skied in the air to center field. Play will be made for the final out of the inning, but not before the Lopes take a 1-0 lead on 1 swing of the bat. Maddie Dowdle connecting for her 2nd home run of the season. Let's go to the top half of the 6th as the Lopes lead this one by a score of 1-0. You're watching GCU softball right here on GCU TV.
We have been the experts in clean since 1945. We help businesses keep their facilities cleaner, healthier, greener, and safer. We are passionate about what we do and are committed to making your workplace environment the cleanest and healthiest it can be.
There's an exciting destination for food, fun, and golf in the heart of Phoenix. Come to the Gcu Hotel and Canyon 49 Grill, where our hospitality management students gain real-world experience and deliver unmatched service. Enjoy beautiful amenities like a resort-style pool, full-service fitness center, championship golf course, and coffee shop GCBC. Canyon 49 Grill serves American fare all day and happy hour with a great vibe and Lopes pride. Room rates start at $89 per night. Visit gcuhotel.com today.
So let's go to the top half of the 6th inning here on GCU TV. Lopes have a 1-0 lead as we enter the top half of the 6th. Yessie Morrison back out there for her 6th inning of work. Has been dominant all night long. 5 innings, only allowing 2 hits. No runs, 1 strikeout, no walks. 53 total pitches as she will deal with the top half of the Iowa State order. Sammy Williams digging in. First pitch. Misses outside, count 1-0. It'll be Williams, Carter, and Narad. Iowa State looking to even up the score. Maddie Dowdle giving the Lopes the lead with a go-ahead solo home run over the left field wall against Savannah Sanders. A well-fought at-bat as that pitch is going to be chopped in the hole. No play made by Smith. It's an infield single for Williams, and Iowa State has the tying run on first base to lead off the 6th inning. So nothing you could do there if you're Sierra Smith. Ball chopped over your head. Would have been a tough play for Shea Smith in the hole at short. So we have a runner on first, nobody out. Hannah Carter digs in. 0 for 2 in this one. Popped up to short in the first, grounded out sharply to third, back in the 4th. Let's see if she tries to advance the runner. She squares to bunt, bunts it foul, count quickly 0-1. So the speedy Williams looking to get a good jump over there at first base. And it looks like Williams is going to be rewarded second base. So Carter does not make contact on the bunt attempt. Ball deflects off the glove of Dietrich, and just like that, Iowa State has a runner on second and nobody out. Coach Pearson wants an explanation from the home plate umpire. And after that dispute, Iowa State is in business. So Iowa State looking to capitalize on that pass ball from Dietrich. Would not be shocked to see Carter lay down another bunt here to try to move the runner over to third with nobody out here.
Nobody out. Lopes' defense has to be tight here with a 1-0 lead. That's not much.
Bunted foul again. So Carter unable to get the bunt down. Moving Williams over to third. So 0-2 count now coming from Morrison. Only bit of trouble Morrison's had all night long was in the top of the third inning. Runners on first and second, one out. Quickly got out of that jam with a 6-6-3 double play to end the inning. We'll see what she has in her arsenal to get herself out of this one as the 0-2 pitch. Low and outside, count 1-2. Dietrich thought about throwing down to second base, thought better of it. Iowa State has struggled all night against Morrison, looking to break through here in the sixth. 1-2 offering. Fastball outside, count evens at 2-2.
Iowa State able to get runners on base throughout this game, but have left 3 runners on base.
So we'll see what Morrison goes with here on 2-2. Williams looking for a good jump off of second. 2-2 pitch to Carter. Cut on and missed. A huge strikeout for Yessie Morrison. Just her second K of the night, as there's now one away now with a runner in scoring position. Taylor Neared, 0 for 2 tonight against Morrison. A lot of 0-4s tonight against Morrison. Only 3 hits allowed by the Lopes right-hander. Ahead quickly, 0-1 on Neared. Grounded out sharply to second back in the first. Flew out to center back in the fourth. 0-1 pitch. Drops in there for a called strike, count 0-2.
With that single Williams had and that odd pass ball by Dietrich, with a runner on second and 1-0 lead, Morrison does not look fazed by it. She's still pitching hard and hitting her spots.
0-2 pitch. Off speed, chop right back to Morrison. She's going to go to third, and they gun her out. A huge heads-up play for Yessie Morrison as they tag Williams out at third. And there are 2 away with a runner on first. A huge defensive play for the Lopes. Williams trying to make a bid to stay. She will head back to the dugout, and there is 2 outs, runner on first base. And that'll bring up Wilpert. A huge play for Yessie Morrison, a huge heads-up play, getting the ground ball and instinctively throwing the ball to third base with the speedy Williams taking off. First pitch misses outside, 1-0. Sally Wilpert, 1 for 2 tonight. Been one of the few successes against Yessie Morrison. Single back in the fourth inning. Flew out to deep center back in the first. 1-0 pitch. Inside, count 2-0.
Going off that huge play, heads up play by Morrison. She stayed calm knowing that she can make that throw over to third and get that out, that huge out.
So pitching coach coming out to talk to Yessie Morrison in a game of inches. A huge 2-0 pitch coming here to Wilpert. One swing of the bat to give Iowa State the lead. Wilpert looking for a hitter's pitch here on 2-0. Morrison by no means is going to give in to Sally Wilpert here on 2-0. Has been effective all night, has gotten ahead of the count, which has been the head of her success here tonight. looking to come from behind here on 2-0.
Sally having 1 home run on the season so far.
So after a quick mound visit, we'll see what Morrison gives Wolpert here on 2-0. Don't expect anything over the heart of the plate here. Wolpert looking for a pitch to drive. 2-0 pitch. Ripped right at Smith at third base. They call it the hot corner for a reason. Now she puts it away for the final out here in the 6th. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th. Lopes still lead this one 1-0 here in Phoenix.
It's time for the upcoming schedule brought to you by BSN Sports, the largest provider of team sports equipment and apparel in the country. Softball is back in action again tomorrow against Northern Colorado at 12:30, then Wednesday the 6th for a doubleheader against Florida State at 5. Also tune into baseball on Wednesday as they take on Nevada at 6. Catch every game here on GCU TV.
So the Lopes taking the lead in the bottom half of the 5th inning on Maddie Dowdle's 2nd home run of the season in big fashion. Top half of the 6th inning, runner on second, 1 out. Chopper back to Yessie Morrison, makes the heads-up play. Nailing Williams trying to swipe third base, trying to get into scoring position. Does not happen. Lopes still lead this one 1-0 in the bottom half of the 6th inning. 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up against Savannah Sanders. Back out there for her 6th inning of work. 5 innings, 5 hits, has only allowed 1 run. Big blow, like I said, to Maddie Dowdle in the 5th inning.
Thanks to that home run by Dowdle, the Lopes just need to get 1, 2, 3 outs in the top of the 7th, and they split the day.
So Sierra Smith leading things off, 2 for 2 in this one. Both Smith sisters with a pair of hits. We'll see if Sierra can collect her 3rd hit of the afternoon. Now hitting .356. As the first pitch is ripped foul, count 0-1. Ripped foul again. The count is 0-2. Savannah Sanders has been just as successful here tonight as Yessie Morrison. Just one big mistake. Hanging off-speed pitch on a 2-2 count to Maddie Dowdle. Dowdle locked in that entire at-bat. Fouling pitches straight back. That pitch misses. Count moves to 1-2. Savannah Torville waiting on deck. Dietrich in the hole. As the 1-2 offering ripped in the air. Right center field. No doubt about that one. Sayonara. Solo home run. Sierra Smith. A huge insurance run for the Lopes as she jumped all over that fastball right in her wheelhouse, and it's 2-0 Lopes.
That's our 3rd home run of the season.
So a no doubt about it shot from Sierra Smith. Like you said, Darby, her 3rd home run of the season. A huge insurance run for Yessie Morrison, who is sure to be back on the bump in the top half of the 7th. A no-doubter to the deepest part of the ballpark. Torville takes a fastball in there for a called strike, count 0-1. So 2 solo home runs tonight for the Lopes. As Savannah Sanders has now made 2 mistakes in this one. That fastball left right in the wheelhouse of Sierra Smith. So it'll be an 0-2 pitch here to Savannah Torville. Nobody on, nobody out. Sanders looking to finish strong in this one. 0-2 pitch. That ball's going to clip Torville. She'll head to first base. So that will bring up Kaylee Dietrich. 0 for 2 tonight against Sanders. As we'll see if this is going to be it for Savannah Sanders. Again, 5 innings tonight, allowed 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 big blows. 2 solo home runs from Maddie Dowdle, 1 from Sierra Smith here in the bottom of the 6th. We'll see if Savannah Sanders is able to stick this one out. It seems like she will be. So Savannah Sanders given the option to finish this one out strong. Again, only a 2-run game. Iowa State could easily get back in this one in the top half of the 7th inning. Hard to believe the way Yessie Morrison has thrown here tonight. Even more successful than she was last night against South Dakota. So Dietrich digs in, no outs, runner on first base. Squares the bunt, lays it down, right back to Sanders. Throw to second, not in time. So Dietrich is going to pick up the infield single on the sac bunt attempt. Hammonds pinch running, slides in safely ahead of the forced play. So the Lopes in business, looking to open up the floodgates. Runners on first and second and nobody out. And that will bring up Maddie Dowdle.
Yeah, first and second, nobody out, 2-run lead, and you have Maddie Dowdle coming up, who changed the game with her solo shot coming in the 5th.
7 for 5.
So we'll see if Sanders can get out of this jam, if she's given the opportunity. Looks like Iowa State's head coach coming out, going to make a switch here, talking things over with the home plate umpire. So runners on first and second, Hammonds on second. T-Tone pinch running over there at first, so all speed on the base paths for the Lopes. Looking to add to their lead as we're going to see a pitching change. Sanders' night is finished. Final line, 5 innings of work, allowing 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 solo home runs through 70 total pitches. You cannot be upset with the way Savannah Sanders threw tonight.
Oh, not at all. It was a complete pitcher's duel until Maddie Dowdle came up and changed the game, like I said, with her home run. Sanders did a great job on the night.
Right-hander Emma Hyland going to relieve Sanders in this one. Enters this game with a 3-3 record, 28 2/3 innings pitched, 31 hits allowed, 18 runs, 13 of them earned. Has only allowed 9 walks and has picked up 27 strikeouts. Has allowed 9 extra base hits, 7 doubles, 1 triple, and 1 home run. So she looks to get out of this jam. Maddie Dowdle digging in, 1 for 2 in this one. Like we've mentioned many times before in the last 20 minutes or so, Maddie Dowdle giving the Lopes the lead in the bottom half of the 5th inning with a solo home run off Sanders over the left field wall. Jumped all over a 2-2 off-speed pitch left up in the zone. It'll be interesting to see if Dowdle lays down a bunt here, just like Dietrich did, to move the runners over into scoring position. Taylor Kay waiting on deck. Dowdle does square. Lays down a bunt, bunts it foul, count quickly 0-1.
Dowdle lays down a bunt here. She does have the speed to be potentially safe and have the bases loaded, no outs, with Kay coming up.
With that home run in the 5th, Dowdle average up to 268. Now has 9 runs batted in, lays down another bunt, pops it in the air. Count quickly 0-2, so Dowdle unable to get the bunt down. Going to be swinging here on 0-2. Just got to keep the weight back, take it the other way, move the runners over. Not trying to do too much here. Anna Carter in left field playing more towards left center. The outfielders have shifted. Dowdle squares, takes it back. Jams that shot foul, so the count remains 0-2. Dowdle putting up a fight here against Highland. Again, Dowdle right on those fastballs from Savannah Sanders right before she connected for that solo home run. It'll be an 0-2 offering from Highland. Cut on and missed. Dowdle chasing the high fastball there. She'll take a seat. 1 out now with runners on first and second, and Taylor Kay will dig in. Now it looks like Coach Pearson's going to make another change here. May see a pinch hitter for Kay. It looks like it's going to be Jordan Keaton. So we saw this earlier today. Jordan Keaton making her second pinch hit appearance here today. Saw it earlier today against South Dakota. We're going to see it again here tonight against the Cyclones.
Keaton batting 154 on the season.
Just 2 hits and 13 at-bats. Rips that one to second. And it's going to be a 4-4-3 double play to get the Cyclones out of the inning. Just what Emma Highland needed. She got it. We're going to head to the top half of the 7th inning. Do the Lopes have a win in their bones? There's only one way to find out. We'll be right back here on GCU TV.
Curiosity fuels you. It helps you understand the world around you. It's your guide through life. So when you're ready for a fulfilling new career, let your curiosity fuel that change. Change is difficult, but Grand Canyon University's online degree programs in technology make it convenient for you to achieve your dream. While businesses are being transformed by artificial intelligence and analytics, GCU teaches you how to plan for innovation and make sense of the world. By applying that knowledge to today's most challenging problems and sharing your insights, you're helping to build a better tomorrow for you, your community, and your family. Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Back here on GCU TV. Yessie Morrison looking to finish what she started in this one. Has gone 6 innings, only allowing 3 hits. Has struck out 2 as she will face the 5, 6, and 7 hitters in Iowa State's order. Starting with Sydney Stites. It's grounded out softly back to Morrison in both plate appearances thus far. It'll be Stites, Caudle, and Ballsworth. Pitch low for a ball, 1-0. Morrison only with 66 total pitches in this one. Has been way more effective than she was last night, and she was brilliant last night.
Iowa State down to their last 3 outs.
1-0 offering. Chopped foul, count moves to 1-1.
Morrison can get out of here. She'll have 2 straight wins, 2 straight shutout wins.
And Morrison looking to improve to 3-2. Again, just 5 earned runs in 32 innings pitched. Breaking ball misses low, count 2-1. Pitch ripped foul. The count evens up at 2-2. And Morrison has done a great job of getting the Cyclones hitter to put the ball in play. Has trusted her defense behind her. Just 1 error tonight. Shea Smith with an E6 in the top half of the third. One pitch later, made up for it with a 6-6-3 double play. Can't complain about too much here in this second game tonight. Pitch, chop to first. Easy play there for Olson. Unassisted putout, 1 up, 1 down. 2 outs away from our second Yessie Morrison complete game shutout in the last 24 hours.
I mentioned before, Yessie has struggled a couple times on the season, but these past 2 days, she's looked like a complete different pitcher.
So Kirsten Cottle, the right fielder, digs in. Also 0 for 2 against Morrison. Popped up to third back in the second. Goes for the bunt hit this time, and she's going to get it. So Cottle trying a new approach after going 0 for 2 in her first 2 at-bats. Lays down a perfect bunt right in front of the pitching circle. 4th hit allowed for Morrison, and Iowa State will bring the tying run to the plate. So Kaylee Ballsworth comes into this at-bat with 1 home run on the season, so she does have pop. Again, tonight has been a game of inches. One swing of the bat could change the whole complexion of this ball game. First pitch fouled off, count 0-1.
Which is a 2-0 lead. These 2 outs are crucial for the Lopes to get out.
Again, Morrison looking to hit her spot here on 0-1. Ballsworth takes and just misses for a ball to even up the count at 1-1. Ballsworth 0 for 2 in this one, hitting .250 on the season. She struck out back in the third, flew out to deep left in the 5th, talking things over with her third base coach here. Dietrich will come out onto the mound and talk things over with Morrison. A big at-bat in this ball game. Lopes 2 outs away from splitting today's games this afternoon, looking to go 3-1 on the weekend. And of course, we'll be right back here tomorrow at 12:30 as the Lopes take on Northern Colorado. Twice. On 1 pitch, ripped to third. Smith has it, throws to Torville for 1 on to first. It's an game-ending, twin-killing double play. And a game full of excitement, and this one it ends with a picture-perfect 5-4-3 double play, and the Lopes pick up a 2-0 win against Iowa State. Maddie Dowdle, Sierra Smith, each with a home run in this one. Lopes picking up a 2-0 win behind Yessie Morrison. An absolutely phenomenal performance and a 2-0 Grand Canyon University victory. And Darby, if you were to guess, who would you say tonight's player of the game was?
Oh, no doubt, Yessie Morrison with that pitching performance she had tonight.
Yessie Morrison, tonight's player of the game. 7 shutout innings, only allowing 4 hits. Her second complete game shutout in the last 24 hours, improving her record to 3-2. And again, Maddie Dowdle and Sierra Smith each connecting for a solo home run here tonight. A very exciting night here for the Lopes against Iowa State. Thanks for tuning in here on GCU TV. And we will be back here tomorrow. Lopes back in action against Northern Colorado at 12:30. Join us here on GCU TV, and be sure to follow Grand Canyon University on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. Alongside Darby Catalfamo, I'm Jack O'Hara. Have a great rest of your Saturday night, and remember, go Lopes!